Boy movement is a glamorous youth wave that is sweeping across 36 states here in Nigeria. Some see it as a beacon, some see it as a call to action, others see it as a distraction. All flashes, no substance, leaving real poverty and corruption unchecked. Nigerians already know this movement is something that has been flashy for a while, but the real question is this movement ever going to address the real hope that Nigerians are really seeking for? Speaking about the statement that Obi Kubana made,
there is a movement called the City Boy movement. It's not a political party, but it's actually designed primarily for the re-election bid of Mr. President. The unique thing about this whole thing is about young people, mostly businessmen, not mostly politicians, but people who want the betterment of an Igbo. Our people lack knowledge.
A lot of people had a lot to say regarding the statement that Obi Kubana said about the Igbos lacking knowledge. Could there have been a better way he would have expressed himself? Yes, there are tons and tons of ways that he could have put his thoughts together and then address his people. That is one thing about public speaking, how to say things in a way that you don't sound offensive, derogatory, or condescending. Because in as much as you believe in something, it does not mean that every other person 100% should believe in what you believe in, or stand for what you stand for, or represent what you represent. We are different people with different ideologies, different family backgrounds, association, situation. So a lot of people talk from the place of whatever has groomed them. For you to be a public speaker or a politician, it will be advised that you rehearse your words if you are not the speaking type. Understand that people are sensitive to certain things, and because you believe in something does not mean you should sound condescending. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Rex. I'm a content creator, spoken word poet, movie audio editor. I am always excited to come in front of your screens and share with you guys my discoveries, what I want us to talk about, a whole lot of information. Before I go further into this particular conversation, I would like to say that when it comes to political topics, it's very sensitive. I'm going to do my best to sound as neutral as possible and just air my grievance, my opinion, and what I think about this whole City Boy movement and all of that. And we're going to talk about some arguments, those for and against this particular movement. But let us proceed. So guys, you're welcome to my channel. So those see my face for the very first time, I create interesting videos. I'll drop some links below this particular one you're watching. While you're at it, please like, share, subscribe. It helps the community. Thank you so much. Those see my face for the first time as well, you're welcome to my channel. My returning subscribers, you're welcome to my channel. I just have to give you guys credit because you guys are the reason why I keep creating more interesting videos. So this particular City Boy movement is a wave across the 36 states in Nigeria to raise awareness about the election, to tell people to vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, showcase some things that he has done, and just tell people vote for him, the renewed hope agenda and all that stuff. It's just a group of people that want to make the president look good in the eyes of people, push for him to win the next election come 2027. When I look at the City Boy movement, and I've seen some clips online, I just feel like it's not giving that human face that it should give. Let me create an example for you guys just to help you understand where my thought is at. When a guy wants to date a lady, I feel like the first thing he does is to observe what this person likes, dislikes, and how I can approach this person and when is the right time to do that. So the person will calculate and say, okay, I think the person likes white lilies, red roses, and all that. The person likes XYZ, restaurant. The person likes to eat a certain kind of food, and that's how the person starts to penetrate and get to know the person. And before you know it, boom, the person starts dating this person, and down the line you start hearing things like, come for our wedding. Why am I saying all of this? I feel like this said City Boy movement appears to be a gathering of young people, at least relatively young people. It is being spearheaded by Sheyi Tinubu, the son of the president. I feel like for somebody that has been in the media one way or the other, the media basically revolves around strategy, target audience, opinion, narrative, persuasion, and making something look good, and kind of rebranding as well. Agreeing with the reality of the people has a way of making the people feel like, okay, at least you understand where I'm coming from. So you win half the argument. And that way, whatever thing you are selling is now left for people's conscience. Trying to gaslight or blackmail or love bomb people to support someone, at the end of the day, it doesn't feel organic.
God will bless you. Oh my God, all my children, we vote for you. We vote for you. Tinubu will vote for you. Tinubu will vote for you.
This is just my personal opinion because people are evolving. Nowadays, if you come and lie on social media, people bring out your evidence. So whatever you do has some form of receipts because the internet never forgets.
Look at them on something, this city boy movement is all about empowerment. Well, I know me now, I don't think go we are counting no day. I cannot lose Gadio people. Let I come put you on that song for nothing. God forbid. Anything when they will make us get waiting with the fight, we will turn our back and I stand so firmly with my good friend Sheyi.
Some people are saying that should we talk about the infrastructure that is crumbling, the bad roads, the failed health system, hence the politicians themselves have their medical checkups abroad, they treat themselves abroad because they cannot trust the said health care that they are giving to us here as citizens in Nigeria. So all these are the reasons why Nigerians have this grievance to say that the City Boy movement does not stand for the everyday Nigerian. The City Boy movement feels like a whitewashing campaign of the president's said goals and accomplishments and all that just to look good, because there are several scandals just to make the president look good. There was a time somebody came out to say that the president was trying to pay an American company for PR. At some point, news came out that the wife of the president was denied to come on one particular show because she wanted to come and whitewash the people and say good things about her husband. All this does not work, in my own humble opinion. Address the concerns of the people first, then you cannot speak about any other thing later. That is why I feel like the City Boy movement is not getting it right. As Nigerians that is currently dealing with the kind of hardship that we're dealing with in 2026, this current movement is not paying attention to the pain of the average Nigerian. I say this because I have interacted with people in the high class, middle class, and above the middle class, and I hear different complaints at different levels. So I feel like at this point in time, all we need as a nation is not to whitewash the president. It's to acknowledge that, okay, this particular person is aware of the insecurity, is aware of the bad roads, is aware of the fact that a lady died in the hospital because snake bit her and there was no medication to keep her alive. Yeah. Also is aware that the cost of living is on a very high side. Agreeing with all of this has a way of making the people feel like, okay, at least you understand where I'm coming from. When it comes to election, I would say everybody should vote based on their conscience, not based on one influencer or what somebody is forcing you to see. That is why I'm going to talk about the two parties here in terms of argument for and against the president coming back as president of the country. Let us start with those supporting the president. What is their valid point? Those supporting the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have spoken about his renewed hope agenda. Some people have gone further to say that President Tinubu has been pushing for good infrastructure for the country. He has built roads, citing the coastal road, okay? He has been working hard. He has upgraded some, airports, expanded opportunities for the youth by creating some youth programs that will benefit the youth. Some people argue strongly that this particular president is focused on development and entrepreneurship. Okay, some people have added to the argument saying that the president is doing his best to modernize the economy so that he can create more opportunities for the everyday Nigerian. But this is my question. What do you think about this? For those criticizing the president's return, these are people that are saying, let us look above the flashy giveaways that are temporary. Let us talk about the real thing affecting us as Nigerians. They have spoken strongly about insecurity in Nigeria to the point that they claim that this particular insecurity has taken away more children from schools than the way it used to be, citing the fact that either some kidnappers will go and kidnap these children while at school, or the parents of these children have withdrawn them from schooling because of the fear of being kidnapped. Stories of abduction has gotten to the point that some people have even lost count and lost faith in the government. That is one of the arguments of people that are against this particular President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's return to the country as president.
Very little has changed, unfortunately, in Nigeria. Just last November, 250 students and staff were kidnapped from St. Mary's Catholic School in Niger State. 2 years into Tinubu's presidency, Nigerian research firm SBM Intelligence said, and I quote, "Nigeria's kidnap for ransom crisis has consolidated into a structured, profit-seeking industry." That's embarrassing for your country that you have a kidnapping industry.
I agree with the fact that the insecurity associated with kidnapping has now become a crisis economy.
Insecurity is really on the high side if we are to go by data, statistics, and what is really being seen and heard online. Further down this argument, it has been stated that infrastructures are really failing. In fact, they are crumbling. Is it the bad road, failing educational system, health sector, insecurity? All of these are really on the rise. Now that we have weighed both arguments, it will be safe to say that the City Boy movement, at the time I'm making this video, has not openly come to address or condemn any of this harsh reality that Nigerians are currently facing. In as much as the City Boy movement is doing their best to campaign for the president, of course, it is their constitutional right to pick anybody that they want to be their leader. But at the end of the day, majority should carry the vote in terms of the election, the people coming out to vote. So this is my 2 cents in this conversation. This particular movement has just been focused on giving people temporary feel-good moments, and I don't know how long this is going to last, because for what I know, a bag of rice cannot completely wipe your reality or your pain. It would be nice for them to first of all admit that the country is not where it should be. I think that will make a lot of people feel better than just using gifts and things to just make people like forget their original pain. Because come to think about it, if you give somebody rice and groundnut oil, how will the person cook the rice if the person does not have gas or does not have kerosene? Because those collecting this rice and all of that, hope you are thinking about it. It's not just about collecting rice to vote. It's about the reality that you're going to have after this whole election period is done. Because best believe that these same politicians will always come back and tell us more stories and more stories just to get our votes. So this is my candid opinion. From the time I was born till now, I've been hearing that, oh, Nigeria used to be better in this president's time. And I asked myself, are we going up or going down? Because for me, I feel it's high time for us to sit down, have a conversation with ourselves as a nation, as a group, as individuals. What do we really want? What do we want people to remember us, for? Our country is already rated, I don't even want to go there. As I'm making this video, I am just having inspiration. I feel like I should compile the list of our problems as Nigerian youth that are creatives, because a whole lot that is really affecting us, we are not talking about it. We're not talking about the fact that we don't have as much access to the world as we should. We don't have like basic things. Gadgets are way expensive. Creative materials keep going up. I have said all I want to say. I just wanted to drop my 2 cents as a Nigerian, because as a content creator, one way or the other, policies will hit you. So it is nice that we all come as a collective, share our opinion, talk about our reality. This is not to put our dirty linen out, no. It's just for us to sit down and have a very decent conversation. And I just thought to address, what His Excellency Obi Kubana said. And yeah, that is all I want to say for this particular video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. My name remains Glory Rex. Until my next video, have an amazing day.
Glory Rex loves her YouTube subscribers and is grateful to have them. Through the highs and the lows, you stayed. When I faltered, you never swayed.